16.4 was announced last night, and this might be our toughest standard yet. A lot of you were asking for something heavy. We've got a lot of gymnastics movements in the first 3 workouts. Now this isn't super heavy, but 55 reps of deadlifts in a row might be right up your alley. So 16.4 is a 13-minute AMRAP, 55 deadlifts at 225, 155, 55 wall balls at 20 and 14, 55 calorie row, and 55 handstand push-ups with that heel over the line standard like we had last year. Let's go over how to warm up for this thing. Obviously, we want to elevate the heart rate for about 5 minutes just to get the blood flowing. This workout is going to tax everything, so you want to make sure you're mobilizing literally every part of your body. Some key areas: quads, hip flexors. Just like last week, we want to open up the front of our body. We spend all day sitting at desks, stuff like that for work and class. We want to make sure those are open for those deadlifts and wall balls. Then T-spine for those handstand push-ups so that our shoulders can move nice and freely. Specific warm-up: 2 rounds, 5 wall squats, 10 goblet squats, 10 kettlebell RDLs, 20-second handstand hold on the wall, and 10 push-ups. We're gonna go ahead and link all of these for you. The key on these wall squats is to be up against the wall, toes pointed straight ahead, and we wanna really light up that low back, warm up the low back so that when we start putting weight on the bar, we're ready for that. After that, you go through your 2 rounds. Then I want you to do 1 round of 5, 10, 10, 5 of these movements. 5 deadlifts, 10 wall balls, 10 calorie row, 5 handstand push-ups. Some of you who really struggle with handstand push-ups, you don't even need to do any more than a couple singles really. But for most of you, that's gonna be fine. You really don't have to do any more of those movements than that. This is a long workout. You're gonna start to warm up as you do those deadlifts, or you're gonna start to get into your pace. Let's go, before I get into strategy, equipment, really simple. For most of you, I would recommend a belt on the deadlifts. Get it nice and tight. That's gonna save your low back a little bit. Take it off for the rest of the workout, and if you're fortunate enough to get back for that 2nd round, then you can throw it back on or not, but you don't really have to worry about saving yourself too much because you're at the end of the workout. What that's gonna do is it's gonna help you save your core for the handstand push-ups later in the workout when you're trying to stabilize from your hand to your heels. Okay, strategy, deadlifts. If you're a super strong guy like Tommy Hackenbruck, maybe you break this thing into 3 to 5 sets. For a lot of you, I think we can go 10, 10, 10, 10, 5. 4 sets of 10. No, yeah. 5 sets of 10, 1 set of 5. For everyone else, I think you should be doing sets of 3 to 5 the entire time. If you think about a deadlift, you pick it up, drop it, the amount of time it takes to start that next set is not even an entire second. So it doesn't take any time, almost any time to start that next set. So it doesn't cost you hardly anything. Whereas an overhead squat, you have to clean it up, put it on your back, then jerk it overhead, then you can start the next set. So it doesn't cost you any time to break it up anymore. Whereas doing those big sets is gonna increase that time under tension for your low back, and that will tax you a ton for later on in the workout. Even if 225 is super heavy for you and you're thinking about going singles, consider doing sets of 2 to 3 so that you can take advantage of that stretch reflex after the first rep. So if you think about doing a set of deadlifts, usually that first one, getting it off the ground, is the hardest, and after that your muscles will stretch and you're a little bit stronger on that 2nd and 3rd rep. Some of you I know will have to do singles as well, especially on our Compete program, and that's absolutely fine. The key here is to pace out of the gate. there's just really no benefit to doing huge sets. You're gonna blow up. It's a long, long workout, and you need your core for these handstand push-ups, I promise you. Moving on, wall balls. For almost everyone, sets of 15 to 25. 3 sets of 15, you go 25, 20, and 10 at the end. Don't spend a lot of time worrying about this. I know some of you are gonna need to do sets of 5 to 10, that's fine. Just go ahead and do that. Row. Personal preference mainly, but for most of you, I want you to have a smooth cadence, right? I want your stroke rate to be around 28 to 30. Your deadlift does not need to be at a 10 unless you're 6'5", 260 pounds, right? Most of you need to be, if you're a guy, around 5 to 8, women around 3 to 6, and a nice smooth cadence. It's not gonna help you to go super, super hard. The rower just doesn't work like that. You can have a nice smooth cadence and get your calories in just as quickly. Handstand push-ups. We'll talk about the standard in a second, but as far as rep schemes, if you're a ninja, go ahead and go something like 10, 10, 5, 5 the entire way. If you saw Sarah Sigmund's daughter, she went, it looked like about 15 out of the gate, and then she went down to like 1 and 3, and she ended up getting a lot of no reps because she was really tired, in part due to a huge first set. So if you're a ninja, don't go bigger than 10. That handstand push-up standard is gonna be a killer, especially after everything we've done already. Advanced, go 3 to 5s the entire way. I know for some of you this is gonna feel really easy for the first 2 or 3 sets, but there's 11 sets if you're going 5s. So it's gonna add up, I promise. The name of the game here is no reps, right? You're losing time and you're fatiguing yourself even more. So don't get any no reps, it's already a hard enough standard as is. For everyone else, if you don't consider yourself at least proficient at handstand push-ups, consider doing sets of 1 to 3. For some of you, just doing successful singles and not getting any no reps is gonna be your best bet. Again, it might feel easy right out of the gate, but this is gonna save you if you get no reps. That about wraps it up. Don't overthink this thing. The biggest take-home message I want you to leave with today is, or before you go into this workout, is pace yourself out of the gate. I know that deadlift is not super heavy for most of you, but treat it, just respect the deadlift, right? Pace it out of the gate. The workout really has very little to do with the deadlift unless you open up with a huge set and it blows you up for the rest of the workout. Good luck, guys.